So let me ask you: Are you still an Aussie abroad, or have you actually got full? I guess have you got your green card, your citizenship, or like put it this way: are you voting in November?
No, I'm not. I am on a temporary work. My wife is on a temporary work visa, and I'm the dependent on that visa. So it's renewable every 2 years as long as her company's here. That means we have to fly out of the country or come back to Australia to renew the visa. At the moment, that's pretty impossible because there's not much going on flight wise. If we want to get home, it's going to cost us about $15,000 each. The flights are limited. They're preferencing business class over economy. Then paid quarantine. It's like a 30 grand trip for two of us back to home. Like, I love Sydney, but I'd rather go to Europe with that money.
Right, which is crazy. Like, just the expense. But I mean, I think that'll all change. To be honest with you, I think a lot will change in November, right? Depending on what's going on over there. And I think for us, a lot. My date that I've been setting is that a lot will change in March. And the reason being is I don't know if you've kept up to date with what's going on over here, but our kind of like stimulus sort of packages, we've got like the Job Seeker and Job Keeper, which are these payouts, and at the end of last month they kind of minimized them a little bit. January they'll reduce them again, and then March they're kind of saying that's it. And I just feel that once there's no more government support for the people, I just feel like we're going to have to open up again, right? Because I mean, Australia, sure. we depend on the tourist dollar, so it's kind of like if we can't have tourists and we can't have that money, yet we're not getting support, it's kind of like it'll lead to, as I say, like I just think come March we'll kind of, and look, people were talking that we might have a vaccine by Christmas, and I don't know if they're rushing it or not, but I really feel March is kind of where we're looking, and then I think things will get back to normal. Whether you still have to do the hotel quarantine or not, that's to be decided. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't do well locked in rooms. 2 weeks in a hotel, I think I'd go a bit crazy in there after a while.
But at least you'd be there with your wife, right? So like...
Yeah, for sure.
So it's better than being alone, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the weird thing that I find with that is that they've really put people up, like the hotels that are doing the quarantines are actually like 5-star hotels, hence why they're so expensive, right? Because you're paying 5-star rates.
Yeah,
and it's like...
It can be pretty hit and miss too. I've seen some of the food options. Like, I do keep up with the news back home, and just some of the food, like a ham sandwich, here you go, mate, that's your lunch today. I'm like, $3,000. I'm like...
But then I've also seen you can get like Uber Eats and stuff, and I've seen that people get people to drop it off KFC and stuff, like, so you can get, and I don't know how that works. Like how does the food come into the bubble? Like if an Uber Eats delivery driver comes and goes, I've got this for, like, how does that all work? Like to make sure that there's no contamination, right? Like I don't know.
It's those security guards, they're sneaking the food in.
Yeah. And have you heard the story about the security guards?
Yeah.
The ones in Melbourne?
Yeah. Classic.